Hey there guys, and welcome back to Fidelity Factory on YouTube. Today we're going to look at the mixed reality feature that's in Canvas apps at the minute, in Power Apps. So you can see it here if you are in the editor mode. You can see it under Insert, and in the top right corner there's a section called Mixed Reality. And today we're going to use that measure function that's there just to demonstrate what it is, and then I'll go through how to implement this in your app. I've got only in very simply. Here's an example of it in use. I'm measuring the distance between two biros on a desk, and you can see the way it kind of maps out the area in dots and then allows you to hit that little button in the middle at the bottom to start measuring a distance between one place and another. And you click then to where you want to stop that measurement. Then you can hit submit. You could do multiple measures at once, and we can see that that was 0.47 meters. So 47 centimeters was the length there. And what I did afterwards was measure that in with a measuring tape. So it's about 45 centimeters, but I must say pretty close. Here's another example I did of just something a little bit with a little more distance. I put the two pins a little bit further away from each other on the floor, and then I measured the distance there. So let's see what we come up with here. You can see it's actually a little bit better. It wasn't good for stuff on the wall. A white wall just kind of didn't pick up the distance, but with the floor it definitely picked up the depth. So once again, you kind of select one side where you want to start the measurement, and it's pretty cool the way it moves along with you, even when I kind of walk back from where I first took the first measurement. And so that picked up 1.84, I think it is. So I hit submit, and then I've got it so it picks it up. So 1.84 as the measurement there. And when I measured it with a measuring tape, it was about 1.82 or 182 centimeters. So pretty close. So let's have a look at how we can actually maybe put that in place. I mean, there's plenty of areas I think that could be put into use, assuming it stays as accurate as it is. It's definitely a cool feature. So let's just today go through how you can build out just as much as I've done there, so that you could actually implement this yourself. So very little to get started using this mixed reality feature. So in a Canvas app, I've just mine set out for phone because it's really a feature you'd use for a phone because you need the camera. So over here in mixed reality, I'm just going to hit measure in MR, and that just gives me a button that'll open up the camera and bring me to a screen where I can kind of do those measurements. So I'm just going to place that there. And then after that, you could maybe use a gallery or a table. I'm just going to use a table for now to display some of this information. And the reason why you can't quite just simply use a label, because you could do multiple measurements. It returns a table value. So if you're using a label, you need to just put in a query where you kind of select maybe the first measurement or so. I'm just going to use a table for now. And so then to use it with my data table here, under items, I'm just going to put in measure. And you'll see it picks up the kind of measure MR1, which is what this is by default called, as a kind of a source. And I'm just going to put dot measurements as the source. And then over here, under fields, I'm just going to select length and units. So then once you do that, that's how I've got that table. It'll then show the length and the unit it was. So like, yeah, I think one of mine was 0.82, and it was meters on the other side. So you could definitely implement this a bit tidier. It's just, this is how I got started with it. And yeah, let me know if you try this out and if you get any better results than what I did, if you kind of build it out to look a little bit nicer than what I have there. So until next time, that's it for today.